Hello again. So I'm back. We've just had a bit of a look at feathers earlier on, and I said I was wandering off for another explore, and you find me at a slightly different spot. Rolly is stood in front of us there, actually in my garden, which you can see bits of the woods from my garden. But strangely, I found something I thought you might be interested in my garden. So I thought maybe I would show you, and I will bring you down here to what I found. I was weeding away because I've got lots of weeds in my garden that need a bit of work, and I managed to dig up this little thing. I don't know if you can see the end there, and it has a funny little shaped end, and then a stalk. It goes all the way up to the top. Some very lovely leaves. Maybe some of you out there recognise this. I don't know, but I thought it was a strange thing to be growing in my garden, and I thought you'd like to see, because if we go back down the stalk, what this actually is, or was down here, was an acorn. Have you ever been out and about in the parks or out for walks and found some acorns? Usually when you find them on the ground, they're a bit darker than this, and they're together. Sometimes they look like they're wearing a bit of a hat. But this one has changed slightly because it's been underground. And what it has done is what's called germinate. And does anybody know what acorns grow into? They grow into a type of tree, and a big type of tree called an oak tree. And so this is what we have here in a way. We have a baby oak tree. Oh, excuse me. And I thought you might like to see that. And I thought that maybe I have a pot here, and I've put a little bit of compost in the bottom. I don't know if you can see, but there's a little bit of compost in there. And I thought what I could do is put this baby oak into the pot. Troublesome dog again. Into the pot and grow it a bit more so it gets a little bit bigger. And then I thought maybe on one of our wanders we could plant it in the woods, because it's good to plant trees, and we need to keep them going because they're really good for us. They help keep our air nice and clean, and they provide lots of benefits for other plants around. So it would be really nice if we could plant an extra one. But I also wondered if you had any thoughts about how this ended up here in my garden, because I didn't plant it there. I don't know if any of you know what sort of woodland creatures may possibly eat acorns. Any guesses? They climb trees. They have slightly furry tails. Any guesses? Well, it's a squirrel. Squirrels tend to like to eat acorns. What they also tend to do is when they've had enough, they like to hide the other ones they have and save them for later. So it could be that this one here, some squirrel hid it in my garden to save for later, and actually what it did was grow, which is pretty amazing. And so this tiny little tree here, this doesn't look like much of a tree, but it will be one day, hopefully, will take around 20 or 50 years before it's able to produce any of its own acorns. So before it has acorns on its branches that drop off onto the ground, it's going to take many, many years. So I wonder how old you'll be when that might happen. But anyway, that was the extra bit for today. acorns and oaks. Isn't that quite lovely? So we'll keep it in the pot there. I'm going to do grab a bit more compost. I think I've got a little bit left. And put it on top. And we'll leave it. We can keep having a look. See if it gets a bit bigger. And then we will put it into the woods. Anyway, guys, take care. See what else you could find out about oaks or squirrels and where they hide their acorns. Bye for now.